Hi friends, welcome to Altruistic Nursing. I got various requests from different students to do a video regarding ECG. But as a teacher, I understood that various students fail to understand regarding ECG because of their lack of understanding about heart anatomy and physiology. So I decided to start from the basics of heart, to draw a heart first and label it to and understand about the physiology and structure of the heart. So friends, before going to ECG or EKG, you must know the basic of anatomy and physiology of heart. So here I would like to give you a quick method to draw, label and study about anatomy of the heart. See, first we are going to draw the outline structure so that we can fill the other structures very easily. In order to draw that, I'll start with the structure here like this. So that so if you draw like this, from easily we'll got an end to draw like this. So one structure here, from here I'm just drawing one structure. So from here again I'm just start like an anchor like this, like this. So it finished the structures of the heart. So next we are going to next structures. So there are basically 4 chambers are there in the heart. So we are going to draw the 4 chambers. Basically the 4 chambers we should draw like this. So one structure we can keep like this. So automatically in this area I'll get a structure to draw the first chamber on the right side. So always when you draw a picture, this is your right side and this is your left side. So make sure that your sides are like this. So when you draw it like this is my right and this is my left. So this is left and this is right. So this is the right side. So I'm drawing one more like this. So a structure if you get like this, automatically we will get some chambers here. From this I'll draw a structure like this. Okay. So from this we will add one more structures here. So in order to make a chamber, see on the right side, see this is the right side. So I'm adding one structure like this to add to make it a chamber like this. Okay. So one structure like this, and I'm again adding one more like this. True. So again this structure I'm just extending like this and like this. Okay. So just the structure I'm making. So there will be a 2 structures like this. So there I made some thick structures like this. Okay, it consists of, I made it 3 actually. So why I made it 3? This is the right side. See, this is a chamber. So this chamber is the right atrium. So this is the right. Start with atrium A. Start with alphabetic order A. So atrium is the word comes over here, right atrium. So in order to make a right atrium, I draw 3 structures like this and this. Why? Because in the right atrium, this valve is called as tricuspid valve. Tri means 3. So that's the reason I made it 3 cups. Actually, there are 3 leaflets are there for tricuspid valve. That is why I made it 3 cups. So tricuspid valve. So this makes the chamber correct. So in order to make other chamber, okay, I am just adding the structure like this, okay, like this, okay. So this structure here, this is the right ventricles. So in order to make the structures a little bit more clear, okay, I make this to the right side of the heart, okay. So here the structure called as pulmonary artery. I made the opening very this, okay, opening like this. So that I'll make the end of the opening. Okay, so imagine it's coming like this. Again, it's draw like this. Okay, so here, so the structure goes like this. Again, like from here and extends like this, and we'll finish it off. So we start from here to here, and we can end like this. Okay, so this is pulmonary artery. I'll just put a PA here. Okay, so automatically the pulmonary artery comes here. So the right side got over. So there is no other structures. I'll come back to the next slide, then we will come to the other structures. In the right side, see, in order to make a other side, I'll make a structure like this. Okay, so like structure from here to here. Okay, I'm just drawing only two structures in order to make it a chamber. This is the left atrium. So to make it, I made it two sides. Actually, this is bicuspid. Bi means two. So there are bicuspid. There are made it with a tube. I draw only two structures there. So in order in mind, we can say that it is a bicuspid valve. So again, the structure, I make a structure like this. Okay, so that this is a structure, and the structure we can add as yeah, as iota. I'll just end it over here. Okay, so this structure is the iota. Actually, to make it clear, I'll draw the structures like this. So it goes like this in the inner circle, and it rounds like this, like this is the arch. Okay, again it is descending round, and it comes over here. So this is the iota part. So I'm just drawing the iota here. Okay, so the blood is going like this to this, like this, and coming like this. Got? So most of the structure got over. So this is the main structures. Here I'm just drawing some few structures here. The same like pattern, like structures here, like here, and here also like this. Okay. Okay. Got it. Okay. So I just put a rubber band like the structures here. Okay. So that yeah. Yeah, the structures. Okay. So in order to make it very thick in like layers, I make it very thick. Okay. So this is the outline structure of a heart. This finished the whole structure. So one more structure I forgot. This is structure. I can draw a structure like this, like this. Okay. So here is the full structural component of the heart. This finishes structure. So hardly takes not more than 2 to 3 minutes. So within the structure we can draw it and we can write it. For easy reference, we can color and label it. Coloring and labeling, okay, is a good format to learn actually. For that I'll use 3 colors here. So for example, I start from the left side. So left side is the iota part. So I'm just coloring it so that you can understand it clearly. Okay, so just color it. Okay, so I'll just start from here. This is the iota, this whatever the parts are there. So make it more clear, I'm just coloring the parts. Okay, yeah. So I cannot fully color it because this is some difficulties are there. So whatever the colorings, I can make it like this. Yeah. So this part is looking like an arch. This part is looking like an arch. This part is called arch of iota. This is like an arch, right now. That's why it's called an arch of iota. So this is an ascending part and this is a descending area. So this part of the iota is known as the ascending iota, and when you're going down, it's the descending. So this is the descending part. So ascending iota and descending iota are the parts which I can draw it here. Okay, 3 arteries which are giving blood supply to our superior regions of the heart. So that's the region I'm just drawing like this. Okay, so these are the pictures over here. So here I'm just putting a color toward this side. Okay, so this side ends over here. So I'm just drawing the hole over here. So same like this area open like this, and this one opens here, and I put one more hole here in the center. Okay, like this. Got it? So this also make it red. This also make it red. Okay. So we'll start leveling it. So it makes a clear idea of what is there on the hard side. Okay. Okay. Got it? For labeling, see, for other structures I'll use blue colors. So I'll tell you why I use blue and red color. Reasons I'll tell you. This is blue. This is all blue. Whatever. It's all blue. This thing is also blue. Okay. So I'm not making too much complicated. Just to label it. So I already said this is the right side. Start from the right side. So whatever the impure blood, whatever the deoxygenated comes in the right side first, and then it got cured and it comes to the right ventricle. Okay, from see, whatever the blood is there in the body, it is collected by two big veins in the body. That is one is I call as superior vena cava, SVC. Superior vena cava is the superior portion, and then downward portion I'll call it as inferior vena cava. So these are the two main portions which gives blood in the, or which takes blood from different regions of the body and takes to the right side of the heart. So from to the right side it brings blood, and from the right side it goes through the tricuspid valve. So the first blood comes through the tricuspid valve. Okay, tricuspid valve. Okay, on the left side it is bicuspid valve. So please remember by a mnemonic, always when you want to buy something, you try first, you then buy it. Same like this. Okay, for example, one more mnemonic I'll give. Right on the right side, okay, it is tricuspid valve. Okay, for example, if you want to start learning cycling, first you learn in a tricycle, then only you go to the bicycle. Okay, same like this. Tricuspid valve always on the right side. Tricuspid valve. In the name itself also it is written a mnemonic. Okay, tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve. That is on the right side. See, always there is a mnemonic RI. So it shows that tricuspid valve is on the right side of the heart. So the blood is coming to the right side, it goes to the right ventricle. Okay, from the right ventricle it goes to the, while the heart contracts, it goes to the pulmonary artery. So I will just draw a structure. It is called as pulmonary artery. Okay, pulmonary artery. See, very like artery. This is very important to know about pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery is the only artery in the human body which carries deoxygenated blood. So make sure that you understand this term. Pulmonary artery is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood in the body. There is an exception is there. The exception is umbilical artery. Umbilical artery is the artery which carries deoxygenated blood. When the umbilical artery which gives connection or which gives nutrients to the a baby or in the fetus. So there is an exception there, but that exception is when the child is born, automatically we cut the umbilical artery and it won't be there. So a living or moving human body, pulmonary artery is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood. So from the right ventricle, when the heart contracts, the blood from the right ventricles will move to the pulmonary artery and it is oxygenated by the process of diffusion in the lungs, and thereby it comes back through the pulmonary vein to the left side of the body. So this structure what I drawn in red color. So after the blood, whatever I drawn in red, all are oxygenated blood. So oxygenated blood we always denote with the red actually. So that's why I drawn with the red line. So from the lungs it comes back to the left atrium. So whatever it goes behind, it comes over here, and to the left atrium it comes as a like oxygenated blood. Okay, so oxygenated blood here comes to the pulmonary vein. So please make sure that this all pulmonary veins. Okay, same like this. If you say about pulmonary veins are the only vein in human body which carry oxygenated blood. So it comes in the left atrium. So in the left atrium, what happens is it comes in the left atrium and it goes to the left ventricles. So it goes to the left ventricles through bicuspid valve. Okay, bicuspid is a valve which is otherwise known as mitral valve. Okay, so the mitral valve will be there. So when heart, see whatever the blood comes over here, it goes through the bicuspid valve and it comes to the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, it is during contraction, it goes to the next structure, that is aorta. Okay, aorta is a great vessel. These are two great vessels. This is one of the great vessels which carry oxygenated blood. That's why I have drawn in red color. So through the aorta, it goes to different vital organs in the human body. 25% is taken by the brain. So it goes to this brain structures in the top part of the area, and brain takes 25% of blood, and balance all vital organs is carried through the aorta and reaches the different parts of the body. So this is a structure here. So there are few other structures are there. So I tried like a thin strands of structures here in both sides. Okay, this structure is called as chordae tendineae. This is called as chordae tendineae. Chordae tendineae are the thin strands which always make like a rubber band like of structures which makes an opening and closing. So according to the pressure difference in the way it opens like a strands, it always pushes and pulls the valves. So that is the area we call as chordae tendineae. So these are the different structures. See, for example, it's like it's called as an arch of aorta. So it's like an arch. That is why it is called as an arch of aorta. So you should know this structure, because when you study about congenital heart diseases, most of the congenital heart diseases like coarctation of aorta, like disease condition occurs here. So arch of aorta is one of the other structures. So these are the important structures of the heart. We already drawn most of the structures. I hope it is very easy to draw the structures, and we can see what are the main areas. Once again, I will make a summary of what are the important structures of the heart. Okay, so the heart is composed of 4 main chambers. See, on the first it starts from the right atrium. So already I said this is the right side and this is the left side. So right atrium, okay, right ventricle, and towards the left side, left atrium and left ventricle. So I just say once again what are the main areas, how the blood supply comes from whole organs or whole body structures. Deoxygenated blood comes through superior vena cava and inferior vena cava and comes to the right side of the heart, that is the right atrium, and comes to the right atrium. From the right atrium, the blood supply goes down through, there is a valve called, this valve is called as, in the right side it is tricuspid valve. All I said. Okay, first the blood comes in the tricuspid, through the tricuspid, then it goes to the bicuspid. So the blood comes through the tricuspid valve and reaches the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, the blood will come, whatever the blood over, all the blood will come over here. After reaching here, the heart contracts the ventricle, both ventricle will contract. By the time, I am just saying about only on the right side when it contracts, right ventricle, the blood will pump through the pulmonary artery. See, because of that pressure, this is called as, otherwise called as atrioventricular valve. This atrioventricular valve will shut. That is the bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve will shut off. Okay. Once the blood will contract, both this valve will shut off. This causes LUP sound in the heart. Okay, LUP sound, first heart sound, that is we call as S1 heart sound. S1 heart sound of the LUP sound starts is of the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valve. It will close because of the pressure, and the blood directly goes to the pulmonary artery. From the pulmonary artery, this is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood in the human body. So through the pulmonary artery, these two end structures are the two sides of the lungs. It ends in the lungs actually. So it goes to the lungs, and the main function of the lungs is to purify the blood so that the deoxygenated become oxygenated blood by the process of diffusion. And from the lungs, it comes to the left side of the heart. It comes through the left side of the heart through pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein is the only vein which carries oxygenated blood in a human body. So pulmonary vein, through the pulmonary vein, it reaches the left atrium. So left atrium, from the left atrium, it goes to the left ventricle through, there is a valve called bicuspid valve, otherwise called as mitral valve. Bicuspid or mitral valve. There are two cups are there, otherwise two leaflets are there, that is why it is called as bi means two leaflets will be there, so it reaches the left ventricle through bicuspid valve. From the left ventricle, when the heart contracts, okay, it goes to the aorta. Okay, aorta is the great vessel which carries blood to all vital organs of the body. So it gives the primary portion, 25% of blood will go to the brain, and it reaches the other vital organs such as kidney, spleen, liver. So all vital organs, it gives blood through this. So when it like an arch, it is called an arch of aorta. When it goes down, it is a descending aorta, and when it comes through, it is an ascending aorta. So the three parts of aorta are ascending aorta, arch of aorta, and the descending aorta. So it reaches the blood will reach, the oxygenated blood will reach the whole body structures, all vital organs of the body. So this is the basic structure of the heart. So there are few structures that I just want to know. See, there is a blood also comes, whatever the blood have is on blood supply, and it's on blood supply, and it ends in the right atrium. That ending portion is called as coronary sinuses. So that structure also is there in the right side of the heart. So coronary structures are there. So coronary sinuses, it ends in the coronary, because whatever the blood supply the heart needs, it have its own blood supply, and it ends in the coronary. So whatever the used blood or deoxygenated blood comes in the right atrium through the opening called as coronary sinuses. So coronary sinus also is there. So these are the main structure, and the heart portion which I read which I drawn with the black area, this is a septum actually. We call it as septum. This is called as interventricular septum. So it is between the ventricles. So there are septum is there. So very hard structure, muscular structure, myocardial structure are there. So this is the interventricular septum. This septum divides the portions or the chambers between the heart. So this is the interventricular septum. So these are the main structures of the heart. So I hope you understood about the structure of the heart. So this gives a correct information or direct information, so that you can able to draw the picture very fastly. By drawing, you can able to know what are the anatomical structures and what are the main areas of the heart. Okay. So thank you. I know that some of the words anyway you need to by heart in cardiology. Words like chordae tendineae, arch of aorta, coronary sinus, bicuspid valve, tricuspid valve. These are some of the words you need to by heart. I hope you will do it. If you want more information on medical videos, please subscribe my channel and please support me. Thank you.